Welcome to Crochet HD. I'm your host, Jackie. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. You're a one-hit wonder, but I'm glad you're here. If you are a repeat offender, a member of the Glam Fam, ho ho ho, green giant. So we can kind of call this my summer LP, you know, like a wrap up, if you will. Everything from, from July, August, and September. Yeah. With that being said, I am going to waste no time and we're just going to get into finished objects. Hi. How you doing? Next up, whips. Now my poor neglected notebook, and by neglected I mean the last thing that I wrote in here was June, and the whips back then were the Wicked Practical Shawl, the Granny Bop Shawl, the Pop Life Shawl, and the Golden Grannies Shawl. I frogged all of those. Some new whips. Two of them are baby blankets, and the third one is a shawl. I'm just going to reach and grab whichever one is closest. This one is a baby blanket for a friend of mine who is due, I think she's due in December, and they're having her baby shower next month. She's having a little boy. I'm making here is the reason why it just has that little spot of blue. This is all of the blue worsted weight yarn that I have. So I'm hoping that once I get this to a decent size with this cream big twist yarn, I'll do the edge in the blue and it'll make sense. Pattern that I'm using is the Rainbow Baby Blanket. No, the Rainbow Baby Ripple, maybe. I've made the pattern several times. This is the first time I'm doing it with solid colors, or without, you know, changing colors around. I really like the pattern, and it's somewhat easy to memorize if you're paying attention, and you don't have to go back and frog a couple of rows every now and again. It's really an easy pattern, and it's free. I will try to remember to put the link in the description box. If you hear that noise, I'm sorry. One thing I did do this summer is I officially I joined the We Do Not Care Club. If you're not familiar with it, it was started by, I think her username is Just Melanie, and it's for perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopausal women, putting the world on notice that we just don't care anymore. And I'm saying all of that because I feel like there's that generation that was like before, like, okay, so the boomer, so you have boomers and then you have boom two, I know. But I feel like if you're in that category of boomers to boom two, and you have women in your life, they haven't hit menopause yet, please, please, please let them know what to expect when menopause starts and all that good jazz, because all I ever knew was hot flashes. That was the only thing that I ever was told about menopause. And I just gotta say, hot flashes are literally a drop in the bucket. So I'm just asking you, please, please, we have got to get this information out because there are so many other things that are going on that we might not realize is associated with or related to peri, meno, and postmenopause. So let's just do that, because we don't want our children to go blindly into this stage of life when they don't have to. Okay, there you go. That is my PSA for the WNC We Do Not Care Club. Next whip. Well, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in this bag. Oh, I'm going to reserve this one for, I'll just call it story time. Okay, next is another baby blanket. Now, this baby blanket is not traditional baby blanket colors. It is for a friend of Not Hetty's who is having a baby either in December or January. I'm pretty sure it's January. She's having a little girl, but she does not want like traditional baby colors. She's really leaning hard into like the 70s kind of colors, the rust, harvest gold, olive, those kind of colors. Okay, this is as far as I got with it. Okay, I know this yellow is not harvest gold yellow. I will show you the other colors. This is called dark olive, graphite, with rust. And most of the blanket will be these colors. I'm just putting in little bits of the yellow, hopefully with the way the colors are all intermingling, that it won't be so stark that it's this yellow, bright yellow color. Yeah, I could have gone to the store and purchased more, but one, we all know that Joanne is no longer with us. Two, I understand Joanne married Michael and took his name. Okay. Three, I used to love Michael's, but my local Michael's relocated and I can't stand their new location. Four, I started the blanket in the middle of the night. You know what? We'll just stick with the three. And I think the three are the most important because it's my crochet. I can do what I want to. Yeah. See, I knew I was going somewhere with that. All right. So because she really likes the 70s colors, and also this is, I had signed up to participate in the Decade Divas, I don't even know, like a make-along kind of thing that was hosted by Shannon, the Spoony Stitcher. And I dropped the ball on everything. But I had chosen this pattern and this project to be what I had featured in my Decades Diva videos. So that being said, the decade that was chosen was the 1970s. And what is more 70s than a granny square? Whew. And my last whip is another shawl. It is the Secret Path shawl. I'm using, I think this is called Fall Feelings by Arcane Fiberworks. Y'all know I love me some Arcane Fiberworks yarn. It's been in my stash a little while. And if you remember, if you've been around a while, you'll remember that I had done a surprise unboxing from Arcane Fiberworks a couple of years ago. And I accidentally cut the yarn. That was this. Anyway, I had actually made something with it. Can't remember what it was, but I didn't like it, so I frogged it, and now it is becoming the Secret Paths shawl. And here is what I have to show so far. Oh, I've made this 1, 2, 2. Okay, 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. And I don't dare even talk about what my Ravelry looks like because I have not updated it in a hot minute. The only thing that I personally keep screwing up, and I mean I keep screwing it up, is my row count is never correct when you start doing the popcorns, and you have to do the popcorns on the wrong side so that they will pop out on the right side. Every single time I get them wrong. I don't know why, but every single time I get them wrong. I really like it. And just in case you were curious, I'm using a 4mm hook and fingering weight yarn, and the pattern calls for, I don't know, I didn't write it down. This is not even one full skein. So if you just wanted to do like a bandana, let's see. Papa, can you hear me? I need 6 eggs. I think that actually, you could probably get a nice size if you wanted something like this, you know, for a bandana. I do plan to use both of the skeins. I just hope I don't get bored because, you know, boredom is real. ADHD, boredom is real. I forgot to mention, say hi to Miss Hetty. She's a little upset with me because, well, she's not wearing any crochet because I had nothing to put on her. But can we look at her dress? This is so cute. Let's talk about it. It's a dress. And she also has a tattoo, you know, because she's got to match. Her tattoo was way cool. It's Kermit. Because we love Kermit. Yeah. Anyway, this dress is, I don't remember anything except for it is a Smurfette dress. I actually have 2 of them. She's wearing one size and I have the other size. I'm not going to say who's wearing the larger size because that's just rude. Hopefully next video I'll have something crochet for her to wear. I'm sorry, Miss Hetty. Please forgive me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This is... Okay. According to the instructions, you repeat rows 5 through 18 until you get it to the size that you like. It's not easy to remember. Again, not for me. If you can memorize 14 rows, good on you, mate. And the hardest thing for me is trying to keep up with my counts. And it's like, because I keep using the exact same pattern each time I make it, and I'm trying to come up with different marks to tell me, you know, that I've done this row this many times, this row this many times, and it's not working. I really need to come up with something better. If anybody has any idea what I'm talking about, thank you. If anybody understands the struggle I'm trying to convey, thank you as well. And if anybody has a solution to the struggle, please comment below, because I really need a way of keeping up with my, you know, multiple counts of multiple rows. I need something that doesn't confuse me. Every time I sit down to work on it, it probably takes me 30 minutes just to figure out where I left off. And that's no bueno. Next, we're going to flip the calendar. Oh, I know. I'm keeping you on your toes. I know I didn't sing. It's just, I'm just not feeling it right now. Ooh. Okay, a lot of these colors, I know, and I know it's because they're national parks. Maybe that's what it is. But a lot of the colors are definitely similar. Like there's no standout color, which again in nature makes sense. I'm not going to cheat and count the shawl that I just showed you. I mean, I could cheat. It's my rules, but I'm not going to. This picture is from Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa. In the upper Mississippi River Valley, on a beautiful forested ridge overlooking the river, lie the effigy, animal-shaped mounds considered sacred to ancient Native American tribes. Okay. Well, there you go. What color leaps out? I mean, it's brown. I wonder if I have anything brown. I think I want to challenge myself just to see if I can find something to make with that brown. Okay. So again, normally, I say normally, what is normal? Next up, story time. I didn't have a place card for story time, but it doesn't matter. Oh, this is a story about a man who asked me to make him a washcloth. I was like, okay. Now, this is a new occurrence. This is a new thing for him. So I was like, all right. So I just sat down with some cotton yarn and I made a granny square cotton washcloth, right? And I also happened to give him one of the Oma's favorite Tunisian dishcloths that I made, you know, and so I gave him both of those. And off he went on his merry little way. I don't know. Let's just fast forwarding in time. He says,
so the washcloth that you made for me, it's,
and he has nothing in his hand. He's just,
and you know, it's too holy.
Okay, too holy.
My fingers just run through it.
Now, I don't know what he's doing. I don't. And then that, all right. And then he says,
I like that other one.
The Oma's favorite Tunisian dishcloth, washcloth. Okay. All right. And he's like,
can you just make some more of those?
I said, fine. Husband, you are wonderful. I love you. And therefore, yes, I will. So I sat down with this #1 cotton yarn, no big whoop, and I made one. And then I made another one. And then I made another one. And I handed it to him. And he looked at it. And he's like,
why aren't the ends woven in?
okay, first of all, how dare you use my own lingo against me, all right? Because without me, you wouldn't even know what weaving in the ends means, okay? Anyway, I said, what? He's like,
I don't want it if the ends aren't woven in.
And I have no one to blame but me, because I created that monster. I turned him on to handmade washcloths. I turned him on to Tunisian handmade washcloths. And now, because the one I happened to give him happened to have the ends woven in, he expects them all to have... What? Because look, this is how I see it. It's a trademark. You know, like Minnie Pearl. Minnie Pearl had the price tag, right? She had the price tag hanging from all her hats. And you know that there was more than one hat. So multiples of hats had this hanging price tag. So why can't I have unwoven in ends as a trademark? Why? Why not? Because you know what? I have given washcloths to Not Hetty, and she knows when she sees the tail, the unwoven end, that means I love her because it's my trademark. But no, Mr.
Other Tunisian washcloths
is too good, and therefore, in all sincerity, come on, man. It's my fault. It is all my fault. It is all my fault. So now he's gonna sit next to me while we watch King of the Hill or Bluey, and I'll weave in the ends. Why couldn't he have just said thank you? Next stuff I got. One thing, I got a package from my evil twin, Lynn, and it was lovely. She sent me three skeins of, this is Willow Yarns Gaia, which is 70% cotton, 30% wool, and it's a number 2, and it needs a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Got 3 of these. It's 295 yards. I feel like there was something. Oh, the color is navel. Okay. And 3 same specs, except this color is called linen. Oh, there they are together. That is so pretty. I mean, it's called navel. It gives nautical vibes to me. It's 295 times, what do I got? 6. That's almost 1,800 yards of number 2. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in maybe a picture or something of something that I might think of making before you see this video. And so I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know what it is right this second, but if I figure something out, I'll pop it in here. And if not, we'll just keep on going. And the other thing I got, I didn't bring it in here. I thought I did, but I didn't. So in September, it was my 26th wedding anniversary. Again, with everything that was going on this year, when I started to think about like what my husband could have possibly gotten for me, I drew a blank, because normally I'll say something like, oh yeah, honey, I want this, or it'd be nice to have this, or da 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 da, right? I didn't remember doing any of that at all. He's so extra. Remember the story from before. Okay, he got some wrapping paper, and he wrapped like what was it? He wrapped a Amazon box, but then there was a box inside of the Amazon box, and I was like, why didn't you just wrap? Anyway, it was really cute. He does a really bad job of wrapping. He's like, I wrap so that people will open my gift. I'm opening, and this box is fairly large. I could not think of anything. If he would have said, you know, I'll give you 3 guesses. No, I had no idea. I don't want to go and get it because it's... So he got me Volari. Now, it's not called Volari anymore, or it's still made by Volari, but it's that gamer's crafting pillow, kind of like the Boppy, but much sturdier than the Boppy. I cried because I remember showing it to him once, but I showed it to him kind of like in passing and never brought it up again. He remembered that I had said it, that I had wanted it, and he kind of kept that in his mind and then bought it for me and had it hiding for a while apparently. So the perfect gift. Now I do have a question for anybody that has one of these pillows. The only problem that I'm having with it is the buckle that goes back. Okay, so, you know, it's a crescent shape, croissant, and it also came with a extender, a belt extender, right? Well, I don't need the extender part, so I'm just using I guess the base part. When you click it together, which is a little bit of a challenge, but when you click it together, the buckle, when I'm sitting back, it like digs into my back. And I want to know if that's, I don't want to say normal, but is that common? Is that a regular issue, or is it just me? Because, you know, life is the way it is, and therefore they could say we've sold millions and millions, and I would be the one that would have an issue. So I was just kind of curious if anybody has experienced that, and if anybody has any suggestions as to what to do about that. I have missed y'all so much, so much. I apologize immensely for missing out on my own make-along. How crazy is that? And I mean, this year I worked so hard to have things in place for the I Love the 80s Mal, and then just, yeah. So I want to say thank you to all of you who did sign up. I have been checking the hashtag on Instagram, and I'm looking on the Ravelry group. If you did actually make something for the I Love the 80s make along, and you want to be included in the giveaway drawing, just do me a favor. Either go ahead and post it to Instagram with the hashtag I Love the 80s Mal 2025, or you can email me at crochetadhd@gmail.com and put I Love the 80s Mal in the subject line, so I can just kind of go from there. Because I do have some things to give away, and I want them to go to you. Okay? All right. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me, hanging on. And I mean, I've gotten messages, you know, where are you at? Again, life is what happens when you're busy making plans. I'm hoping that things are going to calm down a bit so that I can get back into a regular routine. At the beginning of next year, my husband and I are going on a cruise, our very first cruise ever, and it is our honeymoon. I do plan to take Crochet with me, and I do plan to record footage of stuff, so there's that. So anyway, if you like this video, please like this video. I'm still trying to get to 2025 subscribers before the end of the year. I don't know if we'll make it, but I still want to try, and I think I still want to go ahead and have some sort of celebration toward the end of the year if we can get even a little bit close. So there's that. If you want to stick around and become a member of the Glam Fam, you do that by clicking that subscribe button, and don't forget to rock that notification bell. Until next time, I have been Jackie.